Today I am going to make cream cheese brownies, but this one has a little twist. This has a frosting on it that is absolutely incredible. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is for my daughter's birthday. She always requests these brownies. We're having a fish fry today, and I'm so excited to make these for her. Even at 22, I still love to bake for my kids. So, okay, I lost my butter. Oh, here it is. So the first thing you need is a half a cup of butter. Okay. And we're going to melt this in the bowl. Okay, so that's a half a cup of butter. And I'm going to pop that in the microwave for 30 seconds to mix that. So we're making the chocolate part first. Now this recipe has 3 full steps, so it is a steppy recipe, but believe me, you will be thoroughly impressed with this recipe. So as soon as that's done, we're going to grab our sugar. So first we're making the brownie base, and then I'm going to use my stand mixer to make the cream cheese base, because you have to whip the cream cheese, and that's hard to do if you don't have a electric beater. Okay, we'll grab the butter. Okay, so half a cup of melted butter, 2 cups of sugar. So I've got my half cup here. So I need 4 of these. Okay, 4 eggs. So 1. This recipe uses a lot of eggs too. Oh, I don't want to get the shell in there. 2. 3. 4 eggs. Okay, I'm gonna rinse my hands. Okay, and half a cup of milk, which I forgot. I always forget something. I'm using 2% milk, but you can use whatever works easiest for you. Okay. All right, we're gonna mix that together. And if you have 2 stand mixers or an electric mixer, you can use this with the electric mixer, but I recommend using the big one for the cream cheese part. Okay, so we got that mixed together. So 1 1/3 cup of flour. So I got my 1/3 cup. And then my 1 cup. Okay, a half a cup of cocoa powder, unsweetened. Ooh, that's tough. And I use my 4th cup because I can get it in there better. And this is the optional part. You can use a half a cup of nuts in there, like walnuts. I do not do that because half of the people in my house don't like the walnuts, so I've always made it without. My husband's mom, whose recipe this is, she always made it with nuts. Okay, so we're going to mix that together, and now we're getting a nice chocolate base. Takes a few minutes to mix that all in. Okay, I've got some lumpy flour, so I am going to whisk it a little bit. I don't know, for some reason this particular flour I bought, it's really got some thick lumps in it, so we're going to whisk it to get rid of the lumps. That's the brownie base, like that. Okay, so now we're gonna pop over to the electric mixer, and you need 1 block of cream cheese. So we'll take that out of the package, or 8 ounces. And I've had this unthawing on the counter. I mean, not frozen, just softening on the counter when I got up this morning to have coffee. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip over here to the stand mixer. I'm gonna put the cream cheese in there. Just kind of do that so I don't get my hands dirty. Okay, you need 4 tablespoons of butter. I need to cut that. Okay, and then we're gonna whip this together. So it might be loud for just a moment. Okay, now to this, we're going to gradually add a 1/2 cup of sugar. Okay, so I've got a 1/2 cup of sugar, and add that. 2 eggs. I said this recipe takes 6 eggs, so. Just wait till we get to the top. Okay, mix this together. And you want to whip it. You don't want lumps in your cream cheese. Okay, and I always wipe down the side of the bowl to get rid of the lumps. And then run it one more time. Okay, while this is finishing, I'm going to go get the pan and put it in. Okay, spray your pan. This pan. Okay, I just want to make sure I had all the lumps out. Okay, we're going to go back over here. So I have an older jelly roll pan. This is one of my older ones because I have my other ones. I'm using all of them right now. So I sprayed that down with Pam so they don't stick. Okay, now we're going to put the chocolate base down in the pan. I wish they made mixing bowls that weren't slippery when you went to go put the stuff in the pan. They're just so hard to hold on to. Okay, so we want to make sure we get all of that out. It's struggling because this is slippery. I want every little last piece of chocolate. Okay, put that off. Okay, I should put my hair up. All right, now spread that out. I made these for my high school daughter's college or high school graduation too. They're a hit. Okay, so this is a quarter jelly roll pan. All right, next step is to take the cream cheese mixture. Okay, and pour it over the whole top of the brownies like this. Now it doesn't really matter what it looks like because we're going to be covering this with frosting. So then what you do is you take a knife, just a plain butter knife, and you marble it like this. Basically, you're just pulling the cream cheese through the brownie mixture. You want to get some of that brownie whipped through there. Okay, now we're going to, I gotta check my recipe. It's 350 degrees. Forgot it. For 30 minutes, and then we'll make the frosting. And then I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out and we make the frosting.
Okay, now my microphone quit working, so I'm going to do a voiceover. So we need to make the frosting now. So we're going to boil, so put the pan on like a medium high. This is what the brownies look like when they come out of the oven before you put the frosting on. Now you need 1/4 cup of butter. You need 1 cup of sugar, which I forgot my measuring spoon, which is normal whenever I make videos. So I had to go get my measuring spoon, and I had to use the 1/8 cup because this is my 4th recipe of the day. So I'm doing 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I just realized I have a triple chin. And you need 1/4 cup of milk. And you are going to boil this for 1 minute. You need this handy dandy whisk. And you have to use a whisk on this. So after it has boiled for 1 minute, you're going to put 1/2 cup of milk chocolate chips in, and you are going to whip it and whip it and whip it and whip it until all of the chunks are gone. And it will look creamy like that. And then you're going to quickly pour it over the brownies. And you have to do this quick because the frosting sets up really fast. Within about 45 seconds, this frosting is set up. So you have to do this very quickly. So I will pour it on the brownies, and then I'll take a butter knife and just spread it out like this. And I am just finishing it up. And these are the cream cheese brownies, one of my family's treasured recipes. Thank you for watching.